Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Katie and today I'm sharing with you a day in the life vlog. I am a mom of 5 homeschooled kids. That means that we spend 24 hours a day, 7 days a week together, and that is awesome. I actually really enjoyed our Thanksgiving break because we didn't have to do any school and we just got to hang out and spend time together and do fun things and crafts without the pressure of completing loads of assignments with 5 kids. So I really enjoyed Thanksgiving week and I am looking forward to Christmas break as well. Today I have a doctor's appointment and I've got physical therapy. So the kids are currently working on their schoolwork while I clean up. Are you serious? Yes. Are we gonna have to redraw names? The kids drew names for Christmas, but some of the kids couldn't remember who they had, so now we're gonna have to redraw names. Again, I think this is probably the 3rd or 4th time that we've had to redraw names, but that's okay. This time I'm gonna write down who got who. My fault for not doing that to begin with, but we'll get it nailed down and nobody is gonna go without. Bacon? Where's Bodie? Seems like a very relaxed morning, but I'm actually hustling to get my hot drink ready and get some things tied up before I have to leave for a little while to head into town for my appointments.
What do I want you to do the last drink?
Y'all know the banana deal. We buy bananas to freeze them for smoothies. I also sliced up the remaining part of this homemade loaf of bread for the kids in case they get hungry while I'm gone. The drive into town is what I like to call froggy because it was frosty and foggy, quite the winter morning. All right, came into Bend. I have a doctor's appointment and I have physical therapy today, so homeschool was excellent. The kids got most of their stuff done before I had to leave the house at 9 o'clock in the morning. Oh my goodness, Aaron wakes up early when he hears the kids get up. So he wakes up with them and then I usually lay in bed for a little bit longer because mom life, I haven't slept in 13 years. So I'm playing catch up now that I'm sleeping through the night. Had to come to a doctor's appointment. Ooh, it's cold outside. It's very cold outside. So we are taking a few different approaches to try to figure out this whole pancreas situation because I'm still having pancreas flares where I'm doubled over in pain and where I'm experiencing pain when I eat, and it's a guessing game. I never know when the pain's gonna hit. Aaron and I went out to dinner and we had a really lovely dinner one night. Delicious dinner. I am sitting at the table and I'm like, oh no, Aaron, my stomach is starting to hurt. And then when I stand up, here we go. Let me get out of this restaurant so I don't look like a complete idiot doubled over hobbling out of this restaurant. So get out of the restaurant, start walking. We start walking towards the grocery store because we had to get something from the grocery store. And I said, I can't do it. I can't even make it. I was in so much pain by that point, doubled over. Aaron's like, I'll just go get the car and come back and get you. So he went and got the car and got as close as he could to pick me up, and I hobbled my way over into the car. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my pancreas enzymes with me because I'm still frustrated and aggravated and had to get myself together. But I get so frustrated and aggravated that I have to take the stupid pills to digest food, and I'm supposed to carry them with me, so I just don't eat in public. But that night we got halfway down the road and I told Aaron, I was like, I should have brought my pills with me. I forgot them at home. And what do you know? I had a pancreas attack, a pancreas flare, and we couldn't even enjoy the rest of our evening together because I had to go home and figure out how to get in the house curled up in a ball and get through the pancreas flare. So I'm just sick of it. So it's been a huge lifestyle shift because I've had to change my whole diet and it's not really made a difference. So I'm at the doctor's today. It's 10:44 now. I have to be in PT in 2 hours, so I've got 2 hours to kill. I asked the kids, how do they feel about a thrifted Christmas? Can I go to thrift stores and shop for them? And they were super excited. If I can find them anything thrifted, kudos, fill the Christmas list. So I'm gonna go and look. I do need to take them to thrift stores and bookshops. So that's another idea. If you guys want to buy your kids books, check out thrift stores and used bookstores. Build your library, get your kids some books. They're starting to eliminate books in universities. They're starting to eliminate libraries in favor of electronic media. And let me tell you, when you get rid of the written word on paper, you can alter digital media, and they can make books say anything they want to. We need to keep the hard copy books. Make sure you get all your herbalist books. Make sure you get all your medicinal doctor books. You might need all this stuff. So let's go to the thrift store. I'm not sure which one we're gonna go to. I'm gonna type in thrift stores near me and see what pops up, and that's where we're gonna go. So let's go. All right, friends, one of my first thrift stores is Riverbend Resale Boutique. I'm gonna go check it out. It looks like a really neat little boutique store. It's a consignment shop, but they also have new items in there. And then right next door to it, they have a fancy dress shop. So if you're in Bend and you need a fancy dress, this is on Greenwood Avenue and Northeast 2nd Street. And I'm excited to go in there and check it out. Let's do a little shop with me. I feel discouraged every time I leave the doctors because there's not much they can do for recurring acute pancreatitis. So I also go to thrift stores after my doctor's appointments if I have time, because it just resets my brain. It gives me a little dopamine hit. I like to go window shop. We're not here to spend a bunch of money. We're here to look at the pretty things and appreciate all the pretty things, like these pretty dresses. All three of these dresses I thought were super cute. This one has herbs and plants all over it with cute little pockets, but the prices on these boutique items, this thrifted boutique item, is quite high. These are beautiful dresses, and they do cost a lot when you buy them brand new. With a consignment shop, you can recoup some of the cost of the clothing that you no longer wear, and that is very helpful. So I'm gonna be scouring my closet, my kids' closets, to see if there's anything that we can bring in here to consign. Now, she did mention that you can only bring in 5 pieces of clothing at a time, so I'm just gonna make sure that those 5 pieces are awesome. This consignment boutique's specialty is women's and children's clothing, but they also have loads of accessories like these gratitude journals, which I thought were really sweet and a perfect gift for a preteen or a teen in your life. They also had all sorts of cute new books, and they also had a little stash of used books, and I'll show you those in just a minute. But here they have some of their Christmas themed items. I couldn't get over all of the cute little baby items that they had in there. And I also noticed that they had some more artisanal pieces, like these hand-thrown pieces of pottery. Of course, a huge selection of all sorts of interesting shoes. And this sweater I fell in love with. I might go back and get it. I'm not sure. It weighs probably 5 pounds. It's very heavy with all of the beading on it. That was the front, and this is the back. It's a stunning sweater, but yes, very heavy, and I'd be concerned I'd snag a strand of beads and just have beads everywhere. They also have some winter outerwear. I've been in the market for a new vest, so I'm just looking through all of this to see if they have any down vests or any puffy vests. I do have one. It's about 20 years old, and it's seen better days. I don't need to replace it, but I kind of want to replace it. It's one of those things, so if I could find a good deal on a vest, I might pick one up, but not today. Cool stickers. They had loads of tattoos, stationery, toiletries, you name it, and this store had a little sampling of everything, even the winter hats. And yes, cards, stationery galore, some kitchen towelettes, even this little spoon rest that is shaped like the state of Oregon. I could not get over the baby clothes and the baby shoes. No, I am not expecting, but that doesn't mean that I don't experience baby fever, especially when I'm seeing all of these cute things and when my kids are just begging for another baby, but it's just not in the cards for us right now. or maybe ever. We might be done having children, you all. This may be it, but I can appreciate the cute little baby things, and it gives me another boost of oxytocin, which I need right now. I need some mood boosting, so that's why I am in the store. Sure, I can go home and get a hug from my kids, but I'm also shopping for my kids, and that makes me feel all warm and fuzzy too. Quickly distracted from the lows in life, I am quickly distracted by fun, pretty things. In the boutique, they had a little play area for the kids and a place to sit. If you are a nursing mother, then you can rest and relax right there, or let your children play quietly while you browse all the goods in the store. Oops, you see there in my hand, I might have a Christmas gift or two for some special people. I might have found a few things in here, but I will have to share all those with you in an upcoming What I Got My Kids full Christmas haul. And as I mentioned earlier, we are going to do some new things and some thrifted things. I just didn't want to offend my children with giving them thrifted items, so I did double check with them and they seemed really excited. So I have found some thrifted items in recent shopping excursions that I am going to be able to use for Christmas gifts, and that's going to help out a lot, especially with the cost of food lately and the move and adjusting to a new town. It is really helpful for us to be able to get all 5 kids some Christmas gifts if some of those items are thrifted. So start a trend. Let's start a thrifted Christmas trend. Now, I'm not doing everything thrifted because I've already bought my children some newer items that they needed, but I think that that is definitely a good path to head down, is to bring back thrifting. I remember as a child, a lot of my gifts were thrifted. My grandmother always bought us thrifted gifts. And I am happy to say that my children seem happy to have those things as well. They're not in public school, so they're not trying to keep up with the Joneses. They don't need the latest cool shoes or cool gadgets or video games or toys. A lot of those things are way off of their radar, which has been a huge blessing that we don't have to compete. They've never had to return to a school setting after a Christmas holiday and feel inadequate because they didn't get something awesome that their friends got. And that has been a blessing, just to raise them up in that way where there's not as much keeping up with the Joneses. There's not as much competition for who's dressed right, who looks the best, who is the most fashionable, stylish, all the things that we dealt with when we were in school. Those things are just not on my kids' radar. That was such a cute little store. I hope you guys enjoyed shopping with me today. I picked up some cute little goodies for some little Christmas gifts, and I couldn't resist. They were too stinking cute, so I'm excited about these, and I think that the receivers will be excited about them too, because we're creating quite the little collection. I believe I'm going to have to find a jewelry box soon for these people. All right, for lunch today, we're just making the kids up some macaroni and cheese. This is the cashew cream that I made the other day to make vegan mac and cheese, and it's really good. It turns out really creamy. You can see that. I'm just getting it mixed in now, but add some pepper on top of this, and it is a tasty pasta treat. You can add some peas to it or some broccoli to it, whatever you like. And there we go. And the other kids, I get my macaroni in bulk from Azure Standard. And then for the other kids, I make a roux with our flour and our butter. And then we're gonna add in some mustard or some milk, some mustard powder, and some shredded up cheese. I also buy my cheese in bulk from Azure Standard. So that's what I do there. All right, so I'm still dressed like this because I've got to go to therapy. I thought I had therapy at 12:30 because that's what my calendar said. Turns out therapy wasn't until 1:40, so I came home to make the kids breakfast. I came home to make the kids lunch. What am I talking about? Real quickly, we're just gonna throw butter in here. About 2 or 3 tablespoons, probably closer to 3. Get that going. And we're gonna put our flour in here and get it going. Put mine on my messy stove. We had a busy day and I just haven't quite wiped it off yet since breakfast. I got bacon grease and egg grease and stuff on the stove still. Because I had to leave for an appointment, so I just haven't cleaned up yet. So get that roux a-roux-ing. To make a roux, we start out with 3 tablespoons of butter, and then we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of flour. Let that cook so that the flour has some flavor to it. Yeah. Then we're going to go in with about 1.5 cups of milk and 1.5 cups of cheese. Give it a good mix. To season this cheese sauce, we're going to do about 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, maybe a little less, about 1/4 teaspoon salt, and about 1/4 teaspoon, maybe 1/2 teaspoon of mustard powder. I'm adding in about 5 cups of cooked macaroni pasta, and that was enough sauce for that. And I just eyeball everything and it always turns out just fine. Just use your best judgment when you're cooking, and in time it will come to you naturally. Okay, it's a crazy, hectic, busy day, but we are gonna get some chicken going right now. But I'm just gonna throw in a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna throw in some chicken breasts. Probably, these are pretty big, decent size Costco ones. So we're gonna go like that. And then that's just gonna have to go in like that. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that one. A bit more olive oil. We're gonna do an onion on this, but I have to cut it up. So we're going in here with a whole onion. We've already put one in. We're just gonna shove that other one in around the sides there. We're gonna do some salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, seasoned salt, paprika, all of the things. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. All right, we're gonna go in here with seasoned salt. I'm gonna go in here with my seasoned salt, which is basically all the other things I wanted to add, but we're just gonna go ahead and okay, we're gonna put a cup of water in there.
And you're gonna just go home. And I don't want you to do my hair. Where's your hat? Right. You said, aren't you gonna do my hair?
I don't think she needed some help. I'll help her.
I don't want you to help. Yeah, I would rather mom help me. And Vlogmas always come out.
All right, I've got dinner in the Instant Pot. I got chicken going. Kids are getting loaded up. PT went really long today. I think we just did the works because I was feeling better after moving all that furniture and irritating my back so bad. So the physical therapist was like, oh, we'll just throw the gamut at her today. So I was there for 2 hours and doing therapy for 2 solid hours. So got home at 3:45, 3:50, and then I had to do a bunch of stuff for the kids. It's now 4:57. I still haven't taken off Still haven't taken off my jacket or anything. Got the fire going. That was the whole thing. I had to get the fire going back there. Had to get that going, get enough coals so that we could have a fire for a little while. And now we are headed out the door. So I'm gonna take the kids to MMA, got them all ready, there they go. And that's pretty much gonna tie up the day. We're gonna come home from MMA, make the chicken, eat some chicken, rice, and broccoli probably, and then go to bed. Hey, I didn't show you the chicken from last night, but we shredded up the chicken and it's still in all of its juices now. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it tonight. I might make a casserole with this. So we'll just have to see what we do. But this was all the chicken breast that I cooked in the Instant Pot. We served it with rice and we had some broccoli and then we had cookies for dessert. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.